let's jump into our third product of the day. So I remember when this one came in and I was sharing it with the team and I'm like, oh my gosh, this product is hilarious, but it's actually very useful. I have just above a toddler in the house. So I have an 11-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 5-year-old. And they're all boys. So, we still make potty jokes like all the time, all day, every day. And so I showed this to them when it came in the mail. And we had a nice laugh about it. But in a serious way, we're like, actually, for Ashton, he's going into kindergarten, like just making sure all his bases are covered. This is actually a really, really cool product. This is the original toilet mirror, and you're seeing it there. I have the packaging here because I want to show, like, yes, this is the name of the product. This is really, really cool. And it's for ages 3 and up. And I love their tagline. Did you read the tagline? Because it's the best. You can't wipe what you can't see. And that's when my kids lost it, right? Like it was perfect, brilliantly done. And so essentially this is a mirror that goes on to the back of the toilet seat when you put the toilet seat up. So, as they're wiping, as they're doing their business, especially as kids, they're seeing everything that's going on back there, and they can have that clean tushy when they put their pants back on and go enjoy the rest of their afternoon. What a cool potty training, little item here. Super inexpensive, right? Even at full price, it's only $15, $16 with your Grommet discount, $12. I know, like, as a parent going through potty training, you'll pay anything in the moment to not have to run, do the mad dash across the house when they're like, I'm in the bathroom, and you got to go help them. And so really, really cute, really cute, really cool item here for those going through that, potty training situation. I love it. I love the branding. I love that they're having fun with it. It's such a cool little product. What did you think, Mars?
Okay. Because I emailed you or texted you or something and said, oh my gosh, what are we going to say about this? Was kind of my initial thought. And then I did some research. I watched an interview and I'm so happy you guys are here inside the chat. Thank you so much for being here, because what did it for me was getting to know the people who created it and the reason that they created it. And it is Chris and Dana. I know it's Christopher, but I'm going to call you Chris because I'm guessing that's what you go by, but I don't know. And they're kids. And they had, at the time, a 5-year-old son. He's a lot like me in the fact that he is an inventor at heart and has binders filled with all of his inventions and sketches and all of those things. And he just felt like that is his bucket list thing, is he wanted to take an invention and bring it to life. And he did it. He did it in spades. And I am here to tell you, I would like to go on record and say, I think this is going to be as popular, if not more popular, than the Squatty Potty. And I'm a big fan of the Squatty Potty. And we all know the numbers that product did on Shark Tank and beyond. But here's why I love it so much. So he invented it for himself and his wife, with their son being potty trained. But his son was 5 at the time. And so, he's technically potty trained at the time, but he wanted his dad to check and make sure that he didn't miss anything. And so he's thought, there's got to be a better way. Oh, what if I take a mirror and put it on the toilet? Then he doesn't have to call me in here. He doesn't have to be embarrassed asking me to wipe for him. So it can, as the kids get older, it is embarrassing. And then the more he started thinking about it, and the more I think about it, this is so not just for potty training. Think of all the things that we do in the bathroom, and I'm just going to be real here. And if you have girls and they get their period at a certain time, and then they've got to figure out how all that works, this is going to come in handy for that. I'm just saying. And then as people get older, there become issues with independence and going to the bathroom and all of that. And so I did hear stories from Chris and others as well about people that would have given anything to have had this when they were dealing with some kind of recovery from an injury or something, postpartum women that have to deal with that whole, there's so many different things. And whether it's even just grooming and all of that, to have a mirror that is positioned so perfectly right there in the bathroom where you are in private is brilliant. But I am going to go back to the original reason that it was created, and that was really for potty training. And Greg said it a second ago. He's got a 5-year-old son getting ready to go to kindergarten, and he wants to, feel confident that he can do this on his own. Well, guess what? Greg, if you're listening, you got to hear this. They're starting to pass bills, and it started in Utah, and I believe it just passed, where your child has to be quote unquote certified potty trained on their own before they're allowed to go to kindergarten, because teachers were quitting because they didn't want to have to wipe and check and all of that with kindergartners. So the kindergartners are not going to be allowed to go until they are quote certified. I don't know how the certification actually works, but it just gets you thinking about something that wherever you are, whatever stage you are in your life, something so simple, something that with that Grommet discount is less than, just over $12 to have this. And it does come with adhesive to stick to your toilet right there. It comes with a great little cloth so you can always keep it clean. But it's just, a slim silhouette. It fits right on the toilet. And when it's down, it's down. You don't really even know it's there, but it's there for those who need it. And I just think, Chris and Dana, what you have created is so smart, so brilliant. And what makes it even more brilliant is the way that you're marketing it. And that was my initial thought, is they've got to go kitschy with it. They've got to have fun with the subject matter. And you're doing that in spades. And so much so that your videos have generated 28 million views, which is craziness. But it just goes to show that this is a relatable problem. This is something that we all deal with. So again, going on record, this is going to be, because their timeline is incredible. I think they got the patent in February. They opened their Shopify store. I think I wrote it down in May, launched on Grommet in July. That's how fast they worked. Here it is. It is the original toilet mirror. Think of all the people, whether it's young, teenage, old, who can use it, and pick up several of them, because they are going to be collector's items, because this is going to be a famous product. Just saying.
I love it. Yeah. And echoing the pick up a couple of them, because we got 3-4 bathrooms. We want them in all of them, right? Because the kids don't stick to their bathroom in our household, at least. I love this. I love what you said. It's like the getting over the humps. It's so cool. And this is the kind of product that I love supporting, makers like Chris and Dana. Like, I want to buy it from them, because when people ask about it, I'm like, oh, it's Chris and Dana. Here's the story. Here's what they did. And it means so much more when there's a story behind the product and you're invested in the story, and then you can tell everybody about it. Because look, parents are friends with other parents, and other parents are going through the same challenges, and this is great product. Love what you guys are doing. Great marketing. Go get that discount. I think they were at 70 something upvotes already for the week. They'll be well on their way to 100. And this is going to be a product that, this is an evergreen product, right? I think it's something that here at Grommet, we're going to be selling for a very long time, because there's always new parents. There's always, people with these problems, with these challenges, and hopefully we can play a small part in your story. Because I agree with Marcy. I think this is a product that it's so simple, but it's something that, pretty much every 3 to 5 year old on the planet is going to eventually want, especially at this price point. So kudos to you guys. Great job. Thanks for being here on Grommet Live. Thanks for sending in some products. And just super excited to have you guys on board.
I want to just chime in. One more final thing I should have said earlier on is that for people that have a child with special needs, as I do, the bathroom, potty training, all of that takes on a whole different level. And so for anyone that whether it's yourself or somebody else that has a child with special needs, this is just a godsend. I would have really appreciated having this back in the day. So I just wanted to mention that in case anybody that does have that. The other thing I want to mention is, because I think it is so smart, it's so simple, but so smart, I worry about it getting knocked off. So I'm so glad that Greg just said, it's all about Dana and Chris. You want to buy from them. And Dana and Chris, my advice to you is just get your story out there. And you guys are so incredible. I watched that interview with you, and you're just so warm and wonderful. And so nobody can ever take that away from you guys. You can't steal someone's story. So spend a lot of time and energy getting your story and you guys out there, because that's going to be better than a patent, I'll tell you.
Could not agree more. What a great way to end it. Thank you guys